ISUPK.
All I'm going to tell you, man, if you want to stay plugged in and tuned in, make sure you subscribe to ISUPK on YouTube. A lot of powerful information will be coming out this summer, and you want to stay tuned in. The minute they drop it, it's coming right to you, baby, as soon as you subscribe. So make sure you handle that business and subscribe to your ISUPK.
Compete with us on any level. Find me the white Usain Bolt. Find me the Arab Usain Bolt. Find me the East Indian Tina Turner. Find me the Chinese Michael Jackson. Find me any other race of people who could take the place of Aretha Franklin. We are the best singers. We are the best dancers. We are the best fighters. We invented every form of music in the Western Hemisphere. You know how many inventions that we made inside of America? Do you? Let me ask you something. Who was the first millionaire inside of America? It was Madam C.J. Walker. It was a black woman from Harlem. Straight up and down. Now, why is it that we could succeed in anything that we do? Because we are above every race of people on the planet. We are better than every race of people. But you know what? They only tell us that we should be good at sports. But they don't tell us we should own the team. They only tell us we could be good at singing and dancing and entertaining. If they told black and Hispanics that we would be masters of bonds and stocks, we would run Wall Street better than them, the same way we run a football better than them, the same way we dribble a basketball better than them, the same way we write rhymes better than them. But they told us the only thing we're good for is to shake our damn tail and dance and all sorts of tomfoolery for this so-called devil who rules over us. Excuse me, so-called white man who is the devil who rules over us. Once again, nobody can compete with us on any level. Why do we want to be equal with a man who wants to rule over us when the Lord said we're better than them? That don't make no damn sense whatsoever. Why do we want to be on the same level? And first of all, you can't be on the same level with a man who had a 400-year head start. Every generation, our people have to restart. I don't know about you. I don't own a home. I rent. That means I have until I die right now in order to try to find some land for my son to have an inheritance. And if I fail at that, my son will not inherit any intergenerational wealth. And that means the next generation has to start at ground zero all over again. Well, that's been our entire nation. And every time we try to rise out of that, they destroy us. How many of you are familiar with Black Wall Street? Anybody? No? I'm going to educate you right now on Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Why did they call it Black Wall Street? Because it was a thriving black and Native American Indian community. And in this area, there was over 600 black businesses. There was black grocery stores. There was black doctors. You want to know why a black man had to go to a black doctor? Black man, you are the best doctor on the planet. A black man invented open heart surgery. We are the ones who invent all these things, man. What the hell happened to Black Wall Street? What happened to the black airport and airliners that were there? What happened to the lawyers? What happened to the supermarkets? What happened to the grocery stores? What happened to the laundromats? Anyone know? What's up?
They balled us out.
They didn't ball us out. They bombed us out. The neighboring white communities were so jealous of the wealth that we had. They hijacked our airplanes, and this was the first aerial attack in history, not in the history of America. This is the first time. This was in the 1920s, man. This was the first time a plane was ever used to attack someone. They dropped dynamite over the city. 3,000 black men died. Black women died. Black children died. They destroyed over 600 businesses. You understand me? They made it illegal for us to have regular funeral processions. They threw our bodies in mass graves. What happened to Black Wall Street after that? Did we rebuild it? No. Out of fear, we integrated. Out of fear, we didn't want to separate and build our own again. What did we do? We perpetuated Martin Luther King's dream by integrating. Because if I tell you not to support your brother's business, but to go eat at the white diner, who's going to get all your money? White people. So now that the black diner is not getting the money, what happens to it? It closes down. When the business closed down, a Korean gets to take it over who won't serve your brother who's high. But he'll make $11,000 there a week. And then what does he do with that money? Does he take that money and put it back in the community? Does he do food drives and clothing drives to help us? No. He goes back to his Asian neighborhood where there's no drug corners. You understand? And he sends that money back home and takes care of his people. Matter of fact, how many black or Hispanics are working in that restaurant? Does he even hire us? No. It's only Asians who work there. Now imagine if that was a black-owned business. And imagine if you had a felony and he could turn around and say, I talked to Miss Johnson. I talked to Mrs. Diaz. And she told me you reformed yourself. I'm not going to look at you like a criminal. You can come and you can have this job and support your family. Instead of having to go beg a white man for a job who's not going to have compassion on you. When we commit a crime, they will never let us live it down. Mike Vick served his time for fighting dogs, and they still charge him. They still won't let him live it down. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. But then our people have a problem because we grab this mic and we say white people have to pay for the drugs they brought in the community. They gotta pay for the white supremacy and the system that they built and the oppression that they caused on us. They never paid for those crimes.
Trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues. Call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword.